Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and welcome to your Formula One review of the Australian Grand Prix, which took place in Melbourne. So, right, straight onto it. At the start, the team Mercedes had a shocking start. It looks like with this new clutch system that they failed to get the right balance of it because Hamilton got too much wheel spin, his rounds bogged down, and Nico Rosberg, his rounds also bogged down. So both of the Ferraris jumped the Mercedes at starts. Hamilton dropped down to 6, he just couldn't overtake. There's contacts with Kevin Magnussen, as looked like he had a bit of damage to his front wing in the Renault. Gutierrez and Fernando Alonso came together. Goodness me, how on earth Fernando Alonso survived that horror crash is beyond belief. It really is. You know, the safety these days on the Formula 1 cars is unbelievable. Esteban Gutierrez and Fernando Alonso shook hands afterwards, which is great respect, and he asked, "Is Fernando okay?" And Haas replied, "Yes, he is." So then the race was red flags, and Mercedes and Ferrari were using two different tyres. Mercedes were using the medium and Ferrari were using the soft. And Mercedes got it right because at the race restart, Mercedes had the pace and Ferrari just could not capitalise on it. Well, Vettel almost passed Lewis Hamilton, but he made a mistake and ran wide. But Mercedes did say Nico Rosberg was close to retirement because he had brake problems. But luckily for him, he still kept on going. Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz were having a good battle in the Toro Rosso, trying to get past Julian Palmer in the Renault. You know, not a bad race by Renault, considering that they've only just come back as a work team. Great pace. Danny Kvyat in the Red Bull was unable to start the race because his car died while entering starting position on the grid. So he was blocking the track and the race could not get going. So they had to do another formation lap. So that was the end of Danny Kvyat's race, but Daniel Ricciardo had a good race. So looks like Renault has definitely made improvements. They look faster in the straight line. McLaren and Honda, Jenson Button, they had a decent weekend. I mean, still miles off the pace though, but their pace was good. My driver of the day, I'm going to give it to Roman Grosjean. He was phenomenal in the Haas team. Everybody's saying Haas had a decent car, but I never thought in the opening race of the season they'll get 6 with Roman Grosjean. That is unbelievable. Haas and the first team as a beginner on their debut to score points since Toyota in 2002 when they scored points on their debut. That is some achievement. And now on to the few and the changes for qualifying. The new qualifying I thought was okay up until Q3. Then Q3, there were cars in the garage and fans started leaving a minute early. Embarrassing. It really was. So they decided to go back to the old format in Bahrain. Thank goodness for that, which I'm delighted about, where 6 cars go out in Q1 and 6 go out in Q2. And then Q3 is the top 10 shootout. Because this weekend, only 8 cars went through to the final shootout, which that is just wrong. So I'm glad they decided to go back to the old format. So Nico Rosberg won the race with Lewis Hamilton second and Sebastian Vettel third. But as I said, Grosjean's my driver of the day. Up to Bahrain next. I'm going to give this race an 8 out of 10 because I thought it was a decent race. In the comments, please put down your driver of the day and who do you think is looking like they could take a championship fight to Lewis Hamilton? Do you think Ferrari will be closer to Mercedes this season? I do. And do you think McLaren Honda may progress? Okay, bye bye.